Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And we are underway in Buffalo. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Jones. He gets it to James White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Allen off the bootleg.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run it here. This is James White. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 13. 56, 56. Switch it.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He's crossing. He's checking crossing.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Matt Judon, the former Raven, there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Allen. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Dawson Knox,
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 27, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before half. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
56, 56. Quick dash. Come. What's that? Joker.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Check 319. Check 45 somebody. That's 152. Come get some.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Buffalo.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
You can't block me. Regular. Check nickel.
Right back to Singletary on second down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Allen going to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got Smith here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off right around the 43, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. To the air, Allen. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. They run here with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, That ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They will run with White out of the shotgun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22, Jones. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
The Patriots send out their punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good footwork at the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Jones. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. New England on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Pats have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st down, Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Jones throw there complete to Myers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Jones. And this is caught by Parker.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Here's Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Over the middle, complete. That's White.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, here's White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Jones. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
To throw is Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and 11. Oh, he fakes a spike. Looking deep downfield. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.